Right, so today we're going to be talking about a cheat called Pandora. About a year ago, I created this video called Pandora Review Before the Recode, and I figured now since the Pandora Recode has been in play for about few months now, I was gonna create another Recode now, and I'm pretty sure my beta will be taken away after this video, but to be fair, I didn't report that much. I kind of stopped reporting because every time I reported something, they would say it's a user issue, despite being, an actually cheat related issue. And then some of the people would just say, oh, well, this shouldn't be a focus right now, this should be a focus. And then it kind of just demotivated me to even use their cheat to begin with. But this will be a very, very honest review. Like, despite the name, it's actually going to be honest. But yeah, let's get into it. So, this is what the menu looks like. Now, this should be no surprise, because it's been, obviously sent around here and there. I really like it, and some people will say that it's copied from the Nemesis V1 or Nemesis V2, whatever you guys want to call it. But it is not. It's the creator of that Nemesis menu actually was paid by Alpha or Mikhail to create a Pandora version of it, so they took this since Nemesis wasn't using it, so now it's actually their menu. But first things first, I will say that I don't think this cheat is very good. I think it has a lot of issues that they haven't fixed yet. A lot of performance problems that probably will never be fixed because all the time they say they fix something, like the performance problems, they don't really get fixed, so it's probably a deeper issue than just doing these small fixes. Maybe it will get fixed in the future, but right now I don't think it's really worth using. I think that the Ragebot is on par with like none of the premium cheats out right now. I've seen a few videos of people doing well, like the Lex guy and some of his friends, and a few people in the Pandora Beta Discord. Although, granted, he does use AX in pretty much every clip, and he also has a role AA on all the time. So, I don't really know what to think. Any cheat can predict and perform really good if they have AX on. That's kind of just how it is. But we are going to talk about everything as it goes here in the menu. So first things first, we're going to talk about the Ragebot, and for that we're going to get in game. So it is going to be difficult to talk about the Ragebot because there's no way to really showcase it to you by shooting a bot here. But I will be completely honest and say that this Ragebot is most likely one of the worst out of the cheats that I have. I'm sorry to say. I think it performs the worst out of all of them, unless you have AX on. Like, this cheat is basically meant for AX, pretty sure. I only mentioned a few things, but like if you go into any like community server and you try to hit some clips with Pandora, it's just not possible. This cheat just performs really horribly. Now you can see from my config here that I probably don't have the greatest config or whatever, but this is very outdated for months now because I stopped using this cheat. So I don't really know what's good with it anymore. I would probably never use it again, honestly. The anti-aim is decent, but I think it really is terrible if you don't use a roll anti-aim. You're kind of forced to. Like if I use something like Primordial or Skeet, you don't really need roll at all. You can kind of just get people will miss you regardless at some point. But with Pandora, they never miss you a single time if you don't have roll anti-aim on. So yeah, it's really weird actually. The exploits, they are decent, although they have a very weird way of kind of showcasing this here. I don't even know what this means yet. They have, it's whatever. Custom research, it's double tap, it kind of just is what it is. So next up we have the visuals. Now the visuals for this cheat are actually very good. I do really like the visuals for this hack, but all in all, it has a lot of customization, just like the regular Pandora used to do. It has a lot of champs options, and it has a lot of world options, so you can put on rain if you want to. And as you can see, I have sunset mode on, which is inspired by the feature from Primordial. But it is a very, very good visual feature that I use for pretty much both of those cheats now, since I really love it. So yeah, the visuals for this hack are of course very good, but that's no surprise since Pandora always had good visuals. It's a really fun hack to use when it comes to looking at the visuals, but it's kind of just overshadowed by the fact that the Ragebot doesn't perform that well, and you're better off just using something else like Skeet or Neverlose or Primordial, to be honest. And the Misc section is, you know, it's whatever, it's just Misc. The skin changer, it does work well. It kind of handles like a Skeet skin changer, so not so bad. There really isn't much to say here. I mean, it's Lua scripts. I think their Lua scripts do work properly, and they have a decent API, but there's really no reason to care about Lua scripting, since there isn't really anything necessary or really anything that should be done for Lua scripting apart from visual features, and that is not what the cheat needs at all right now. So you know, all in all, the cheat would be very good if they just worked on their Ragebot and their anti-aim and kind of just worked on perfecting that and fix their performance problems. Because right now there's no reason to really use this cheat apart from you know, if you want to play with 4 visuals, or if you want to go to a matchmaking game and just chill out with the Ragebot in there. But for HVHing, I would not suggest using this cheat, and I wouldn't recommend it to anybody at the moment. And that's kind of just how it is. So hope you guys don't take this too personal. I know some of you really do like Pandora, and I know you guys really like, you know, the look of this cheat and the feel of it, but for me this is just not something that I could recommend to anybody at the moment. I know Mikhail and Doza, they're very good people, and I like that they're so active in their community, but the cheat itself, it is not the greatest, okay? So I hope you guys have a great day, and I hope you enjoyed this video despite being a bit of a rant more than a review. Yeah, you guys take care, okay? And if any of you are from Ukraine, I hope you're not watching this video, and I hope you find some shelter.